Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway.
Pulls it in at the 13.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Tomlinson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. LaDainian Tomlinson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Throwing, Jones. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first carry now for Reggie Bush. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. Here's Fuller with a catch.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Off play action, Jones. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerry Rice there to make the grab.
And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This time they stay on the ground. Got some room at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Tomlinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll hand this to Tomlinson, running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Linval Joseph busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones looking left side and has got a man. That's Bush. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards, first down Niners. Back to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jack Youngblood just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Jones throwing on first down. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Flushed out right. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jack Youngblood, his second sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by 9 times. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This is taken just shy of the...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 28 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bush. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second and 8 coming up.
A give. This is Bush. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Young now from the 50. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. To throw, Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Jones now on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 44. And he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
On first down, it's Bush. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Cam Chancellor that time, the big hitting safety who fired in there to blow that play up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Touchdown, Vikings. Calvin Johnson, 48 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he's flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like me.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Jake Youngblood. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Howard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Young. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Young will set to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 21-14.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
at their own 13-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on second down. Jones.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, first down. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. Got a man. It's Jerry Rice. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerry Rice, 32 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Reggie Bush. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Bush, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Bush. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Reggie Bush, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. To return it, here's Reggie Bush.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Jones.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Now Jones.
He's going to let it fly.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw is Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jones.
Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins.